What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. This is crazy. So today at news time, we finally had the announcement of all the Stampede events returning. I already made a video a couple of days ago, kind of just explaining what is going to be happening in terms of the events coming back. But on top of that, we also have announcement of sales and also a campaign event, which I also want to go ahead and touch up on in this video today. So first thing is first, we're going to have a look at the SugoFest, because the SugoFest is actually a lot better than what we first thought. So, you can see the big banner right there. All 10+1 pulls are 30 rainbow gems. Every single multi, yes, all multis on this banner are 30 rainbow gems. So that is actually crazy, because we already know what's going to be on this banner, right? God damn, this is crazy. So this banner is going to be lasting until July 21st. So I would assume at that point we will probably get the Kizuna SugoFest. We are expecting a brand new Kizuna Clash to be arriving somewhat soon on Global. It has been a little bit since we had our last one. So I would think that the Kizuna Koala should be arriving around that time. That's what I expect anyways. But the Stampede celebration is lasting until the end of July as well. So there's still plenty of time to go ahead and, do all the events and stuff that are pertaining to this. But on top of it, we now have it fully confirmed. It is also a 1.5 times legend rate SugoFest. So 1.5 times legend rates and all multis being 30 rainbow gems. Like, this is honestly one of the greatest banners that we've seen in a long time, honestly. This is really, really good. It says the last wanted poster on the 7th 10+1 pull will be the Douglas Bullet on part 2 and the Stampede Luffy on part 1. I will just go ahead and talk about this a little bit more, of course, as we get into it. And then the second multi on part 1 or part 2 will either get you Buggy or it's going to get you Crocodile. Both of those guys are pretty good units overall. They don't really see that much play, but remember, they are available in any banner that's, not Stampede related. You can pull them anytime. But outside of their, release banners, they have really, really low rates. But you can pull them, like, at any point. They come with max sockets as well, which is pretty good. Additionally, Straw Hat Pirates, who debuted during the One Piece Stampede collaboration SugoFest, are also rate boosted, so we'll get into that as well. So there are two different parts, and I believe, they're available simultaneously. So part 1 and part 2, they're all the same steps, all multi-pulls. 30 rainbow gems. That is insane, honestly. The 1st, the 4th, the 6th, 9th, and 13th multi last one poster is guaranteed to be a rate boosted character. You should not be going past 7 multis on this banner, by the way. The 3rd, the 5th, and the 10th is a guaranteed legend, and then 15th and 20 is a rate-boosted SugoFest exclusive with max special level, and the 18th is also a rate-boosted legend. And then only on part 1, obviously, you've got the Buggy and Luffy, and then part 2 is Crocodile and Bullet. Now, as for the rate boost, so this is another big factor that a lot of people wanted to see. Who are the characters that are boosted on the banner? So for part 1, this is the Stampede Luffy part. You've got Nami and Robin, Luffy Taro and Zorojiro, Kaido, Sanji and Judge, and Charlotte Katakuri V2. Now, it's odd that they don't actually list Stampede Luffy as a rate-boosted character. I guess it's because he's guaranteed, but I guess it means along the way it's going to be relatively difficult to pull Stampede Luffy or Bullet on their banner, but you'll have a higher chance of pulling something else along the way, which I think is honestly a really good way to go about it, because no one's going to be doing, like 2 multis just to potentially get Bullet or potentially get Stampede Luffy. If you want to get them, just go to 7, honestly. That's what I should say. You shouldn't be doing pulls on this banner unless you're doing 7 to go ahead and get to the, the guaranteed step. So for part 2, Charlotte Pudding, Sangoro, so Soba Mask, Onami, Sabun Koala, and Carrot. And part 2 is the one where Bullet is guaranteed. So, looking at it right, I would say this. I do personally think if you do not own Douglas Bullet, and you have 210 Rainbow Gems to spare, and you are missing a majority of those characters on part 2, you should do these summons. 7 multis, which is, remember, 30 gems per multi, so 210 rainbow gems. Gives you guaranteed Douglas Bullet, and you do get 2 guaranteed legends along the way, which could potentially net you something good, as well as the fact is it's a 1.5 times legend rate SugoFest, so you should be getting, slightly higher chances of getting those reds, which is good. I think that will be, I think it's a 6 time, I think it's about a 6% chance to get a legend, I think. Yeah, so give or take, it should be around a 6% chance to get a red poster, because typically the rates are about, give or take 4% for a red poster on on the banner, so it's going to be around 6% this time around. So not amazingly higher rates, but slightly higher chances to get something good. So that's that, right? I do definitely think part 2 is the way to go about it, for sure. And then as for the other legends, you can pull any other legend on the banner, of course, but those obviously are not going to be rate boosted. These are the only rate boosted ones here. And the rate boosted rare recruits are all just the Stampede Straw Hats, all the way from, you know, Chopper, Nico, Robin, Brooke, all the Stampede Straw Hats, as well as Crocodile and Buggy are boosted as well. Nothing really too crazy there with that one. Now, to go along with this, we're getting a brand new sale for the Stampede collaboration. This one's pretty interesting. So again, if you do need a couple more gems to go ahead and get that guaranteed bullet or the guaranteed Luffy, all you'd have to do is essentially purchase 2 of these big packs. You know, obviously you do need a little bit more than that, but this will give you nearly all the gems that you need in order to get guaranteed bullet or guaranteed Stampede Luffy, is to buy 2 of these 98 gem packs. And along with that, you do get 100 of each cotton candy, and you also get a guaranteed skill up book. So it's pretty nice, honestly. I might buy 1 of these packs just to conserve gems for future events. I'm definitely not touching this banner. I don't need to. But it's interesting to say the least. There's also a 64 gem pack and a 32 gem pack. And then the limit break sets as well. Okay, so you can purchase all the materials that you need in order to fully limit break the Douglas Bullet or Stampede Luffy, depending on which character you were going for. So if you are a little low on materials, you could potentially buy this pack instead and still go for the guaranteed Douglas Bullet. That is another way you could go about it. It also gives you 10 training drinks, which will get him to his max limit break. So that's really cool too. Another thing to note is that the Stampede characters should be receiving their limit break expansions relatively soon. Douglas Bullet is a really good character for expansion because he will actually go to be, once again, the next highest attack in the game, because I believe when the Arlong crew comes out, after his limit break expansion, he actually has the highest attack in the game, and then when Bullet gets his expansion, he actually overtakes Arlong. So he actually does have the highest attack in the game on Japan right now, and he does get -1 cooldown with his expansion. So that's also something you might want to take into consideration. Stampede Luffy also getting his, and then the unlimited gem packs, which just give you very, very slightly extra rewards. It would be nice if they were a little better, but it is what it is. 90 gems is not too bad. You know, it's better than getting 85, I suppose. You know, 5 extra gems is okay, but nothing crazy there. And then there is the campaign event surrounding this whole event with the return of the Stampede stuff. So from July 12th until the 27th, return of the One Piece Stampede collaboration event is here for a limited time. The following quests will be available during the event period. So the Clash Stampede is the one where you can fight against the quote-unquote dual units, you know, Kid Killer, Bonnie Hawkins, Capone Apu, Yorogan X Drake, all those type of characters. And then you can also get the limit break materials from that raid to then limit break those characters. You've got the Fortnite Islands of the Pirate Expo, so getting the Stampede Fortnite Straw Hats. Diva and Special Concert. That Anne from that event, and also Donald Moderate, I think his name is. Those 2 Fortnite units are actually really good. And then you've got Freedom versus Strongest, which is the ranking event, and then Proof of the World's Strongest is the, well, Freedom versus Strongest is the raid, and then I think Proof of the World's Strongest is the ranking event that's coming out once again. And then you've got the Clash CP0 Lucci and Sabo the Revolutionary. These 2 raid bosses are so good. They start on July 17th, so be careful about that one. Make sure that when these drop, you do them, because they are not going to be around for a long time. So this is your perfect opportunity to max them out. They are both immensely good units, so make sure to get them both done. And then Colosseum versus Law is coming back, which is another Stampede-related unit. Stampede Law is a pretty good unit. He removes Special Bind, and he's an attack booster for Slasher and Cerebral. Just an all-round great character to have, so make sure to get that done. July 12th to the 27th, all the stuff is on half stamina. That's dope. Even the raid bosses, Raid Lucci and Sabo, are both on half stamina too. That's so good. So make sure to get that done. As I said, there are Chopper Man missions, which we did touch on very briefly in the video that I made a couple days ago, talking about the different stuff that you can get. So there's stuff relating to the Sanji and the Usopp, the Stampede Sanji and Usopp. You can get them from the Chopper Man missions, and there is a special rare recruit 4-star or better guaranteed. So that's great. So you can go ahead and get a free ticket. I don't know if the ticket is just guaranteed. Yeah, special rare recruit 4-star or better will include characters available from Return of the Stampede SugoFest. That's cool. I don't know if it means it's a guaranteed Stampede character, or it's just like, it's a character that has the same rates as whatever's on the SugoFest at the time. We'll have to wait and see, but interesting nonetheless. And then also the special Thousand Sunny is coming back. This special ship isn't very good though. 1.5 attack and then boost berries by 1.5 for the first part of the event, and the second part of the event is EXP by 1.5. So the annoying thing about it is it's not max special ship, and another thing is that it's a 1.5 times EXP. Literally the host ship is a better EXP ship. So this is mainly for newer players that want to get into the event and want a special ship that's going to be good for them. The Pirate EXP one is actually going to be good if you don't have an EXP boosting ship at the time. And then here, certain quests are renewed. So they're finally putting the rainbow lobsters in the crab event, so you can get them from there now, which is good. But, you know, obviously you can purchase them from the Rayleigh's Bazaar if you have enough points to do so. Because I believe nearly all of the Stampede-related units, or, well, I know Douglas Bullet, I think, needs it. You do need a rainbow lobster to evolve him, so that's why they're renewing the quest there. And that's it. That's all the information regarding the return of the Stampede stuff. I'm excited for it. It's cool, you know, that they're finally coming back. Personally speaking, I already have all the Stampede-related stuff maxed out. I have Bullet, I have Stampede Luffy. Potentially we could do maybe another showcase video for Stampede Luffy or for Douglas Bullet, just, you know, talking about him as, you know, this is going to be a pretty big event, and especially for those who don't have Douglas Bullet, this is a perfect opportunity, as I said. 210 rainbow gems to get him guaranteed. You're never going to see that for, like, at least you're not going to see it for a long time, right? But I feel like they'll probably never ever do that again. That's a relatively low amount of gems to get Bullet guaranteed. I mean, when he debuted, I had to do like 15 multis to get him, and now you just get him guaranteed on 7, and you know, 30 gem multis along the way is pretty good. I do suggest doing it, but remember, if you do have, like, if you hypothetically have, like, all the characters here on part 2, you may want to second guess yourself on that one, or just take a step back and put it into perspective. Or even if you have some of the other top tier legends like Luffy Law, Sabo Koala, or if you have some of the other top tiers, right? You may want to think, okay, maybe I don't need a pull here. Maybe you want to save it for the French anniversary, or maybe you want to wait until Snake Man comes out. Up to you at the end of the day, but I do think it's a perfect opportunity to get him. 210 gems, bro. 210! Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.